Good morning, Center 2. Take a little look at this animal here. Do you know what that is? If you figured out that that's our tapir or national animal, then you are correct, right? So the correct name for it is the Baird's tapir. Baird's tapir. That's the right name for it. People also call it the mountain cow. The mountain cow. Now, even though they like to call it the mountain cow, it is more closely related to animals such as horses and rhinoceros. It is not related to cows, right? So the Baird's tapir lives in Belize and also in the coast from Mexico to Colombia. It likes to be in wetlands, places like forest, right? That's where it usually lives. It likes to live in forests. However, it is able to survive if it's up in the mountains, right? So it's an animal that adopts it can adapt to the environment that it lives in, but it's usually found in the forest and wetland areas, right? So let's take a look at its nose, this snout piece here. You see it? Let me play the video so you can see how it moves its nose. Okay, you see how its little the snout looks like it's very flexible, like he's able to move it around. That is very flexible, right? And because it's flexible, it allows him to snatch leaves and stems that would otherwise not be in his reach. So because he can bend his little nose and move it around, he's able to get food from the trees that he wants, right? So let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about it. Let's see if we can see the foot. See how it's able to move up its ears. Its snout is very flexible, can move it around. Okay, so I'm gonna put up a picture showing you its feet. Can you see that? Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit here. Okay, let's take a look at those feet. Doesn't it look a little bit weird or different? Okay, so the tapir's feet, right? It has 4 toes on the front feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 3 on the back, 1, 2, 3. So it has 3 toes on the back and then 4 toes on the front. Now these Baird tapirs are mammals, which means they're warm-blooded animals, right? And if you look at the markings on its face, it has some very light brown color under its under this area, under the neck, and also on its face, right? So it has distinct marks under the neck, this little white light color area here under the neck, and also on its face. Does this Baird tapir looks like it's light to you or heavy to you? Okay, if you guessed that it was heavy, then you're right. It could weigh up to 330 to 660 pounds. That is a lot, right? The average human being an adult would weigh around, 190 to about 200 pounds or even less. And children would usually weigh around 60, 70, 50 pounds. So this tapir is 330 pounds all the way to 660 pounds. So it's a very heavy and stout animal, right? So what kind of things do you think the Baird tapir eats? Well, I'm very happy to tell you the Baird tapir is a vegetarian. Yes, this tapir does not eat meat. He eats a lot of vegetables, fruits, plants, leaves, and so forth. So just like the toucan, whenever the tapir eats fruits, you know, the seeds are too small for it to digest. So what happens is that the tapir, when it goes to poo-poo, again, the seeds come out in the poo-poo and he poops around in the forest, and that helps the plant more, you know, more trees. So it's also helping out the environment. Now the tapir can move really quickly on the ground if it wants to, but as you can see, it walks around to move around. But one other cool fact about the tapir is that it's an actually great swimmer. So let's see how it swims. Look at how fast that tapir is just swimming through that deep water, right? It's a very good swimmer. So, do you think that we can just capture this tapir and keep it as a pet or eat it? If you guess no, then you're correct. It is protected under the wildlife protection laws of Belize, which makes hunting for the tapir illegal. So they're not able to hunt for the tapir. And we want to keep our national animal alive. We don't want it to become extinct, right? We don't want it to no longer be here. Okay, so I hope you enjoy learning some things about the Baird's tapir from Belize, your national animal. Go ahead on the next slide. You're going to see a picture of it. I would like you to draw the Baird's tapir on the top of your social studies notebook. And then below you will see a link. You can copy down the notes on the Baird's tapir. Bye.